Did you just take your NCLEX exam and you took it and you got 85 questions and you're not sure if you passed or not? Or you already took it and you got your result and you found out that you didn't pass? Let's talk about what it mean so that way you can get some more information and context. So stay tuned until the very end. Okay, so let's get right into it. I'm going to share with you guys what it means if you took your NCLEX exam and you got the minimum amount. So if you're watching this video and you got the minimum number of questions, which is currently 85, and you just took it, you did the pop-up then, so you don't know if you passed for certain yet or failed yet, then I would recommend watching this video later. Okay, because there's no point in watching the video if you don't really, if you don't know for certain. But if you took this test and you definitely found out that you did in fact fail, let's talk about why that is, so that way you know what to do differently, so that way you can be successful next time. All right, so let's go right into it. So first, there's two rules I'm going to share with you and review with you that is listed on the NCSBN website or nclex.com. Which is pretty much the boards that is responsible for writing the exam, so that way you can better understand how you got to your result. And then I'm going to tell you like it is. Okay, I'm going to tell you like it is, so that way you can know what you need to do differently. So there's two rules that you need to be aware of. The first one is called the 95% confidence rule, and then second one is called the maximum timeout rule. All right, length of time rule. So let's go over the first one. So here's what it says. I'm going to read it on the screen, and it pretty much says the 95% confidence rule this rule is the most common for NCLEX candidates. The computer will stop administering items when it's 95% certain that the candidate's ability is clearly above or clearly below the passing standard. Okay. So essentially what this is saying is that it has reached the point, the computer, because it's a computer adaptive test, it has reached a point where it is almost 100% certain that, okay, we have given this person enough questions to determine if they should pass this test or not. That's essentially what it means. Now, let's talk about the second rule you need to know, which is the maximum length of exam rule. So this one says some candidates' ability levels will be very close to the passing of the exam, right? So when this is the case, the computer continues to administer items until the maximum number of items is reached. At this point, the computer disregards the 95% confidence rule and considers only the final ability estimate based on the responses to all items in the exam. If the final ability estimate is at or above the passing standard, the candidate passes. If the final ability estimate is below the passing standard, the candidate will fail. All right. So this rule, what I would say, the maximum rule really honestly applies more if you took the test and you got all the questions, right? So it's more pertinent in that situation. The one that's you should be more focused if you got the minimum is the 95% rule. So here's the reality. If you took your test, you got 85 questions or the minimum passing number of questions, and you didn't pass, it honestly means that you did very poorly. All right. So I'm saying it as in nice words as I can. So here's the context, all right, because I'm going to tell you like it is, because I'm your NCLEX coach today, all right? I'm going to tell you like it is, so that way you can pass, because I want you to pass, I want you to win, I want you to get your license, all right? So here's what you need to know. Think of it kind of like this way. All right, let's think of a different example that you can better relate to or better understand. Let's say I'm trying to test somebody to see how well they know basic math. All right. So I ask them, okay, tell me what 2 + 2 is. They say 5. Tell me what 6 plus 6 is. They say 9. Tell me what 4 plus 4 is. They say 4, right? So at this point, I don't have to keep asking them many more questions for me to realize this person doesn't really know math very well. And so that's essentially what the test is showing, is that the majority of the questions that you got were wrong at the beginning and throughout the test, which is why it ended at 85 questions. So now here's what you need to do so you can pass, all right? Somebody say, so I can pass. So that you actually can pass moving forward is you don't want to prioritize questions right now. So one of the things that mistakes that people make, which is what causes them to keep doing this, playing the same, circle process, the same cycle, is that they go back into doing questions only. And honestly, what it reveals is that you need more content review, right? So it doesn't mean that you don't do any questions until you take the test again, but it means that you really need to focus on more content, and you should especially focus on the content of the areas that you got below passing it on the test. So you want to really hone in on your content review big time, so that way you can be successful moving forward. And I would recommend that you give yourself at least 2 to 3 months to really prepare. So you're going to spend about 1 to 2 months on just mainly content. And then afterwards, then you're going to transition into doing questions. All right. So you can be a lot more successful. That's what it honestly means. If you take this approach, I promise you, you will pass your exam the next time. Now, depending on your learning curve, you may need a little bit more time. You may need a little bit more coaching. You may need a little bit more tutoring. But this is what it essentially means. It means that you did on the poor end, and you need to spend more time with the content review of those below passing areas, and then later transition into doing questions. All right, so that way you can actually be successful and pass your exam. If you want more help and you want to be even more certain as far as what your results mean, you can actually click below this video to actually sign up to get one of our NCLEX CPR results reports, which is where you'll pay a fee and we'll review your results, or you'll receive some type of response that will help you to better understand what your results mean if you're still not certain. If you even need more help than this, then I would recommend that you actually sign up or become a part of our upcoming 12 weeks review class, which is that's where you can receive a lot more content review, because in those classes, we'll meet on a weekly basis for usually about a couple hours a week. And we're really going to help you to understand the content. We'll do practice questions with you. You'll also get access to our portal. And then on top of it as well, you'll get access to our books as well. So if you want to be a part of the class, click below this video for more information. Or if you want to register for our upcoming webinar to learn more details, you can also learn more by going to our website, which is going to be freetraining.choosenursing.net, freetraining.choosenursing.net. If you still have questions, I encourage you to comment below this video to post your questions. Thank you for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time, and stay tuned for this message.
If you're finding this video helpful, then you're definitely going to want to watch my free NCLEX webinar training, where I reveal what are the real-time secrets that I'm currently teaching my students that results in hundreds of repeat test takers finally passing the NCLEX exam. This is a training where I walk you through step by step what are some of the common myths and mistakes that you may be making that is resulting in you not passing your exam or not passing it when you do take it. In addition, you will get a free PDF bonus that will narrow down your focus so you know what to start doing right now to ensure you pass this test regardless of how many times you have taken it or how long you've been out of school. By the time you are finished with this training, you'll know exactly what you need to do so you can secure your nursing license and land your dream nursing job. Simply press the free training link either above or below this video to get access to it for a limited time right now.